Cases on Bloomberg Law for the Advanced Legal Research course at Boston College Law School. Bloomberg Law is a comprehensive legal research system like Lexis and Westlaw, and like Lexis and Westlaw, it supports both Boolean and natural language searching. If you have a citation for a case you are seeking, or sometimes just the name of the case, you can type that into the universal search box at the top of the page. Once the citation or the case you are seeking appears, click on the citation under the search box to retrieve the court opinion. Cases on Bloomberg Law have parallel citations to a variety of different reporters, depending on what parallel citations are available for the case. This retrieved case has parallel citations to the official U.S. reports, West Supreme Court Reporter, Lexis's Lawyers Edition U.S. Reports, U.S. Patents Quarterly, Internet Law Reporter Decisions, Media Law Reporter, U.S. Law Week, and one more that seems to run off the page. On Bloomberg Law, you can choose which pagination you want displayed. U.S. Patents Quarterly, Internet Law Reporter Decisions, Media Law Reporter, U.S. Law Week are topical reporters, which were originally published by a company called the Bureau of National Affairs, BNA, as loose-leaf reporters. In 2011, Bloomberg Law purchased BNA. Bloomberg Law no longer publishes paper reporters, but some of these topical services, like USPQ and U.S. Law Week, still exist as electronic publications. Now, access to features that were part of the BNA added content is exclusively available through the Bloomberg Law platform. Headnotes assigned to this case as it was published in the Media Law Reporter and U.S. Patents Quarterly can still be seen on the Bloomberg Law platform. These headnotes and BNA topical outlines can be used to find additional related cases. Additionally, some of the older unreported decisions that were published in BNA publications are available on Bloomberg Law, but not the other major platforms. The general information on this case includes the Bloomberg Law citation, and for newer cases, a link to related dockets if that docket is available on Bloomberg Law. B-Cite Analysis provides a summary of the information available through B-Cite, the Bloomberg Law citator, with links to direct history, case analysis, divided in this case as those cases analyzed as providing positive treatment, those that distinguish it, and one case which states at least part of this decision has been superseded by statutes, a table of authorities, and citing documents. Case analysis provides links to all citing cases and can be sorted by date, analysis, citation frequency, or court. Results can also be filtered by citing case analysis or status, citation frequency, court, judge, or date. Points of Law gives the researcher the opportunity to jump to portions of the case that contain language critical to the court's holding or governing statements of law. These links are machine-generated and not related to the search terms that were used to find the case. To run a general search for cases, select Court Opinions under Popular Links from the Bloomberg Law homepage. Bloomberg's default is Natural Language Search Engine, but if it detects Boolean connectors in your search, it will change to a Boolean search. You can also set your preference for Boolean searches. The default is to search all courts, but you can select the courts you want searched using the expandable outline of court opinions. As you type in your search, the system tells you how many documents fit your search criteria, up to 10,000 documents, so you can narrow your search before executing it. Search results can be narrowed by date, jurisdiction, federal circuit, state, court, reporter status, topic, or judge. They can be sorted by relevance, court, most cited, or date. Cases that you have retrieved from a search are browsable by your search terms. One of Bloomberg's largest strengths at this time is its collection of dockets and proceedings, both state and federal. Get to a docket by linking from a decision or by running a docket search. Bloomberg dockets contain general information on the case, the parties and attorneys involved, and docket entries, which is a list of documents filed with the court as part of this case. Once Bloomberg has retrieved an underlying document, anyone who has a subscription to Bloomberg Law can access it by clicking View. Documents not yet retrieved can be requested for a fee, but Bloomberg Law waives most fees for law students.